Hey guys, CI here. So this past Monday I went to another concert and it was freaking awesome. It was my favorite band, Motion City Soundtrack. It was sensational. This was my first experience with what I call the full album concert. Have you heard about these? Every now and then a band will play a concert where they play one of their albums start to finish. I'd heard about these in the past, but I'd never been to one. And now I have been to one. Motion City Soundtrack was celebrating the 10-year anniversary of their album, Commit This to Memory. It's a great album. It's 10 years old, so they figured let's have all the shows be that album, start to finish. It's my first experience with it, and I gotta say, I don't know if I like it that much. The album is great. The songs are fucking great, but it's weird knowing exactly what songs they're going to play and the order that they're going to play them. It takes some of the fun of not knowing what songs they're going to play. It takes some of the excitement of, oh, I love this song. You don't have that while they're playing the album because you know exactly what's going to come next. I'm not saying I hated the show. It was a good show. But I think the full album concert thing I'm not really crazy about. So how it worked was they played the full album start to finish. They went off. We clapped them back on. They came on for a very long encore. And during that very long encore, they played random songs again. So that was exciting. So you got a little taste. And it was great. I love Motion City Soundtrack. Super fun concert. Loved it. It was different from that 21 Pilots concert that I told you all about. Remember when I went to see 21 Pilots and it kind of blew my mind and I just went crazy talking about it? This show was not nearly as mind-blowing. Motion City Soundtrack didn't do any crazy shit with like choreography and lights and stuff, and it just wasn't like that. It was just your normal rock show. It was fabulous. It had all the things that a normal rock show concert should have. You know, it was full of young people, you know, college students, probably some high school kids. It was just young people. We were all singing along. It was hot. It was sweaty. Actually, here's a picture of my t-shirt after I got back from the show. That is my sweat that you're seeing there. Yes, that's not what it looked like when the show started. So it was hot. It was sweaty. Everyone was jammed together. There was a little bit of slam dancing. Hank Green from the Vlogbrothers, he had a video a while back. It was talking about how to go to concerts. What are some of the rules of going to concerts? I'm going to put the link for that down in the doobly-doo. It's worth watching. Also worth noting is that I was actually at the Portland concert that he mentions in the video, for what that's worth. But that's a good video to see. Lots of rules on what to do if you're going to a concert. I would like to add some additional rules. These are CI's rules. Just a couple of things to add on to the end of his thing. And they generally involve down front. Some people call it the mosh pit. I don't know if there's an official name for it, but it's just that area in front of the stage where everybody's jammed in. And here are my rules about that area. If you don't want to be bumped by sweaty strangers, don't go down front. If you're down front and you get bumped by them, tough shit. You went to the wrong place. You're going to get bumped by sweaty strangers. Second rule. If you like that at the beginning of the concert, but then the noise and the heat and everything just makes you tired and you've got a headache and you're starting to enjoy the show less and the guys around you who are sweaty and bumping you, that was cool at the beginning, but now you kind of hate them, no biggie. Just go to the back of the crowd. You don't have to stay up in the mosh pit. You'll be happier in the back, and no one will think less of you. To be honest, they'll probably think more of you because they're probably kind of pissed off that you have stopped being part of the crowd and now you're just being all shitty. So it's no big deal. If you get a headache and you get tired, go to the back. And last little rule that I'll put in about the mosh pit. There may not be slam dancing for the entire show, but at some point, things are going to go a little apeshit. At the Motion City Soundtrack concert on Monday, it was really only the first song when they came out, and everybody just sort of rushes to the stage, and everybody's like, "Brah, they're finally on!" and they're freaking the fuck out. That's when it went a little apeshit. And then for the very last song, it went a little apeshit. And that one was actually really fun because they went off stage and they came back on and he comes up to the mic and he says, "We're going to play one more song." And you could kind of feel it. Everyone around me, there in the front, we were all sweaty and hot and tired and we were like, oh fuck, this is our chance. And as soon as the music started, oh my god, it went fucking crazy. People were just slamming to each other. It's like, we haven't been slamming this whole night, so now, last song, let's fucking do this. And oh, it was so much fun. And when they got done with that last song and we were all slammed out, everybody was slapping high fives, and we were like, well done, bro, that was awesome. It's like we had our own little family of slam dancers there in the front. I've really gotten too old to be in there with the slam dancers, and yet I always seem to end up there. At what point do you age out of that? At what point are you no longer allowed to be in there? Because I'm getting awfully close. I don't care. So it was a great show. I was down in the mosh pit. Maybe you want to go there sometime. Check out my rules and remember them. Guys, I will see all of you next week. Linda, I will see you tomorrow.